Alright, Rowena thought it would be a grand plan if you people saw how to set up a pond. Alright, so what I'm doing at the moment is just putting in some coarse river sand. Now the reason why I use this stuff is that it basically comes straight out of a river and just goes straight back into water. So it's got all sorts of nutrients, bacteria, all sorts of things living in it. And that's why I use it. Alright, so we're going to put 2 bags in. Hang on, I'll get the next one. Spread it out. That covers the bottom of your pond. Alright, now this is this thick, the depth. Once we put water in it, and after a couple of days where you mustn't touch it, it'll go down to about there. It's half the depth because it's full of air. Alright, so what we want to do now is we want to try and put water in this without getting it too mucky. So I should just get a hose. Is this on, is it? Hang on, I'll take this off. Hang on if I can do it. Right. Oh, hang on. Put it in a plastic bag or tie it to a tarp so that the water will disperse over the plastic and hopefully not disturb your the clay that's in here. So just let it go slowly. Alright, so did you want to come in close to that?
I just zoomed in.
Oh yeah? Hold on. If it comes out of this bag and hits the sand, forget it. Don't even bother. It'll just go clay, and that'll be the end of it.
Cloudy, you mean?
Yeah. Clay will go everywhere. And if you do it properly, you can actually have it crystal clear.
So let's compare yours to the one I did. Pretty sure yours will be way better.
Well, mine can still stuff up if this thing flicks out of here. I've got it put into the corner of this bag, and I'm holding onto it, pushing against it so that I don't want it flicking out, because if it flicks out you'll just have clay everywhere. So I've just got it sitting here. Now if you're doing a really big pond, you put a big tarp on and you tie your hose onto the corner of your tarp, and then it will float up as the water rises, and then you can just simply pull it off and it should be crystal clear.
I'd like to see that.
Well, this is clear, but it's got all this on it, which has come from the sand.
I'm just filming a bit more now.
It's starting to flow, so it's starting to come out of the corner.
Okay.
So you just got to be careful because it'll shoot out. All it wants to do is back up. To see how the sunlight is here in summer, as to decide what goes in here.
Okay.
Yeah. We might put subalata in here. That's that one.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the birds like that one.
They do. I think they use it like a scourer.
Well, I'm not sure what they're doing. It's really fascinating watching them. I mean, they're hardly in the pond at all. You know, out, in and out.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating to see.
I don't think my camera works the best here.
No. Oh, nearly lost it.
Haven't got the best camera work going on here.
Oh, it's good enough. I'm always making mistakes with my camera. The fella on YouTube was saying that don't worry about your first 20 videos, they'll all be rubbish.
That's
I thought, oh,
encouraging.
well, thanks very much. You know, I'm trying really hard here to do the right thing here. But every one of them I've made mistakes on. Just amazing.
So that oily stuff at the top, that's the clay.
No, it's not the clay. What's in your one is the clay. No, this would be just sort of like probably, you know, decayed matter, that type of thing.
Right.
Yeah, it sends out an oil. It's probably something like that. It's nothing to worry about. I'll flush it over the edge when we get to the top.
Yeah.
I have one person talking to me on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is, but he was saying all his goldfish are eating all his plants, and that even his Cypress papyrus is dying. And I'm thinking, oh, what have you got them growing in?
What do you mean?
Well, there's an awful lot of people out there who've got their plants growing in rock. I mean, it's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I can't understand it.
So what's going on with that? The fish is sucking on the rocks or something?
Well, no, in the fact that if he's got them growing in rocks, that's why the plants are dying, because they've got no food.
Oh, it's not the fish.
Yeah, it's not the fish, yeah. But I don't know that yet. I've got to ask him, what have you got them growing in? Because it's very difficult to kill Cypress papyrus.
As we have discovered.
Yes. So this is when we'll start to find out when it's going to overflow, where it's going to overflow. And she's starting to move away from me, so hold on to it here, like that. Just hold the bag, so she's going to go here. Here it goes. Brilliant. There you go. So we'll just keep that going while we clear this off.
And that's the oil and stuff you're taking off?
Yeah, it's just the, I'm pretty sure that that's all it is. Decayed matter. Even if I didn't take it off, it would just dissipate anyway. Alright, so now the trick is to get this out of here without it doing anything. So we're going to squash the hose. There. Now just very gently, because even this could muck it up.
Oh wow, it's like professional.
Voila.
In comparison to the one at the back, if you'd like to step away for a quick second.
The one at the back.
That'd be my handiwork, just there. Not so good. We'll get you closer.
This is Rowina's pond, which she's done a wonderful job. All right, and this would actually clear up in about a month. All right, so that's not a problem. But if you do it that way, you can sort of start stripping off.
Like a pro.
Now it is town water. This is town water. If you wanted to put anything in here, fish and whatever, you would have to put a dechlorinator in here. But personally, if you just leave it for a couple of days, it'll dissipate anyway. And then the water warms up, and then you can start to do something. Now this sand in here is like blancmange. It's like custard. So you don't want to touch it. Alright, so you shouldn't really touch that sand for a couple of days. And then it will settle down, the air will compress out of it, and it'll go like a crust. And then if you walked on it, it would clear up within a few days. But if you touch it now, it'll go like that. Alright, so leave it alone. And there we go. Not a problem.